welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing Friday reviews and I have 4 films to talk about. I am in what I call my winter filming spot. That is because I brought the table, you can't even see the table in the video, I brought the table down the other day. I needed to film a video with it, so I thought instead of bringing the table back up, I'll bring the camera down. So everything was here, so I thought okay, I'll just film it here. But yes, 4 movies that I watched this week, so I do feel like I'm catching up because I was so behind. So I will just tell you what 4 I'll be talking about, and then I'll obviously give a review for each one. So first will be Split, then Live by Night, then we've got Lego Batman movie, and finally I'll be talking about John Wick 2. So those are the 4 films that I will be discussing today. So first of all, I watched Split. This is one that I've been kind of looking forward to, but maybe a little bit hesitant because it's M. Night Shyamalan, who is a bit hit or miss for me personally. And the concept seemed interesting, drew me in. Josh also really wanted to watch this one, so you know, he said I really want to watch it, let's watch it now. I was like okay. And when I went to watch this, I was kind of like not 100% in the mood for a film. But like I say, Josh had really been wanting to watch this one, so he was like, can we watch it now? I was like, yeah, okay. So I kind of wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy it. However, when the film started, I instantly got hooked with this film, even though I wasn't completely in the mood for a film, which sometimes can lead down the road of watching half a film, and then pausing, and then not getting back to the other half for a while. But this completely grabbed me and kept me interested throughout. I really loved this film. However, I gave it 4 stars, but I thought it was brilliant, but I had some problems with it. So basically we have, his name's Kevin, but mostly he is Barry. So Kevin has 23 personalities, and you don't see all 23, but you see a fair amount, and James McAvoy does a fantastic job. It's so amazing and so fantastic to see the transition between the different personalities, especially like Hedwig. I really loved Hedwig, and Hedwig is a 9-year-old, and so he obviously has a very different personality. Well, they're all very different, but Hedwig's really does stand out, and Hedwig is in this quite a bit. We have Hedwig, Dennis, Barry, and you know, there's others. And you can really tell the difference between them. It's not just like a slight change, and James McAvoy does that fantastically. And at the beginning of the movie, he kidnaps 3 girls. Now, one of these girls is, I'm not sure what her name is it going to be on the front? No. I don't know what her name is, but she's really, really fantastic. She was in The Witch, which I actually did not enjoy. She was in The Witch, and she was also Morgan. She was Morgan, and now she's in this. In this, I thought she was absolutely fantastic. So she's kind of the main girl of the 3, but she's also kind of an outcast. She basically got invited to this girl's birthday party because she was in their class and she didn't want to leave anybody out, but she just kind of keeps to herself, and you can tell like she kind of seems to be the outcast, but she knows she's not the stereotypical outcast. You know, it's not like she dresses weird, or you know, they don't think anything like that. I think she just herself likes to keep to herself, which you find out more throughout the film. Anyway, so the 3 girls, the other 2 are kind of just, you know, they're best friends. They all get taken. They don't know the other girl as well, the main girl who was in Morgan. And you know, James McAvoy kidnaps them and puts them in this room. And then it's kind of this story of, initially, of them trying to get out, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to understand, you know, the different personalities and what situation they're in. And like I say, the main girl, what's her name in the film? I don't even know her name in the film, but I'll put a picture of her. You could tell that she was trying to think of things in a smart way. And you also have flashbacks to her childhood throughout the film. And it was really, really sad, her flashbacks, but it was also very interesting to get to know her more as a character and see how, kind of why she is the way she is, because she was very quick on thinking. She was trying to think around the situation well, and because of things that she'd gone through in her past. And to do with her character, I had a few problems in the end with how it wrapped up. I feel like it left it a little bit open, and I would like a little bit more of a answer with her. I'm not going to say anything more. If you've seen the film, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you haven't, that's just one little problem I have. But yeah, anyway, so kidnaps these girls, yada yada. He also has a brilliant therapist. She was fantastic. And I thought their connection, their relationship was really, really interesting as well, which was great. And then the story kind of just goes from there. I don't want to ruin anything, but I'd say up until the last 20 minutes, give or take, I thought this was just completely fantastic. It was blowing me away. I just loved it. I thought it was brilliant. And then the last 20 minutes kind of just went, something happened which I just wish wouldn't have. It kind of just took a bit of a, for me, a bit of an over-the-top path. And I just wish it would have taken a different path at the end. That's all I really have to say there. I thought the film was fantastic. I definitely recommend watching it. I feel like even though the end for me was a bit of a, I feel like I would definitely still recommend it. Like I said, I gave it 4 stars. I wish I could have given it more. I just wish the end would be a little bit different. I would definitely watch this one again. I keep thinking about this one, and yes, I really enjoyed it. I will watch it again. I thought it was brilliant, bar I could have done with a few things being different at the end. Again, if you've seen the film, you'll know what I mean by that. But yeah, Split, I'm really, really glad I watched it. Definitely recommend it. If only for the beginning is brilliant, the middle is great. James McAvoy's performance is fantastic. So for those things, I still think it's worth a watch, even if you don't like the end. I think you'd enjoy most of it, which, you know, sounds a bit weird. Anyway, next film. I've got Live by Night. I keep wanting to say the wrong name for the film, so I have to really think when I say it. This is interesting. I thought this was kind of like a gangster 20s, 30s type of thing, and essentially it is a little bit, but it's quite different. This film takes place over quite a significant amount of time, which one I always enjoy in films, so you know that was something I really enjoyed about this. And we have Ben Affleck, who he has an interesting start, and you kind of see his story begin and quite a few things at the beginning, but then initially for most of the film he ends up, it's during the Prohibition, he ends up kind of being a top man in the rum distribution. I don't quite know what you call it, you know, giving the rum out to all the secret clubs. What were they called? I can't think off the top of my head. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. And that's kind of what he was. And it was kind of about that, but then it also involved, throughout the film, you see then there's quite a bit of involvement with the KKK, and they come into it. But what I thought was really interesting with this film, the angle that we looked at the KKK was very different and very interesting. Ben Affleck is, I don't really know how to, I don't want to ruin the film. But even when in the beginning of the film, you see that he, you know, hangs around with every person. He's not racist. He's just, he's just a normal, what we consider now just a normal guy in the clubs. Whereas back then, a lot of people, you know, with different, they would go to their clubs. They would go. You know, he just did whatever. He didn't care. So when the KKK get involved, he is very upset towards the KKK, and that causes a big confrontation between the two of them. Kind of, you know, his men and the people who are involved in the KKK and some of the other people. And there's quite a lot of things that go on in this film. It's not just that. That's just like a bit that goes on. And then there's the storylines. I feel like there's quite a lot, but I feel like it never felt rushed. How long is this? I think it's only like 2 hours, but it felt like, I got to know these characters over such a significant amount of time. And I felt like I knew so much and was going through the timelines. I never felt rushed. It was never crazy action. It's not one of those films, so definitely don't go into it thinking that. It's more of a, I don't know, it's a different kind of film, and that's what I liked about it. I thought the cinematography in this film was beautiful at times. I loved that. And yeah, it just kind of took us on this journey through this man's life, and I just found it interesting. I thought it was very good. So overall, I would recommend this film, but I don't know how I would pitch it to you. But, you know, it's like a 20s, 30s, look at the time, with interesting characters, and it's kind of a relaxing film. In parts, some parts aren't, obviously, you know, it is what it is. And you'll get bits of what you want, but not full blown. I don't know. Did that make sense? I don't know. I feel like it didn't, but I feel like I don't know how to describe this film. I feel like I've not really seen much like this. So that's why it's a bit of an odd one. Oh, but I gave it 4 stars. I did really enjoy this one. I thought it was done very well. I thought it was put together well. I thought the story was nice. I felt like it went over just a real nice bit of story. It did feel long, but it wasn't massively long. But it didn't feel long like I was getting bored. It was just like, it was nice. So there we go. Next one, Lego Batman. Okay, I've been super excited about this because I absolutely love the Lego movie. The Lego movie I think is brilliant and I love it. I've watched it a bunch. So, when they said they're bringing out a Lego Batman movie, I was pretty excited. But also slightly apprehensive because even though I enjoyed Batman as a character in the Lego movie, the thing I liked about the Lego movie a lot was it was kind of just crazy and random and weird. And I loved a lot of the other characters. I love Emmett. I love Unikitty. You know, I kind of really loved it for that. I loved the music. I just loved the craziness of the Lego movie. So with the Lego Batman movie, I was kind of thinking maybe it would be a little bit darker. Or I guess the thing what I was thinking was, I kind of thought this was going to be like a Batman film done in Lego. And it absolutely was not that. And I was so pleased, because that really wasn't what I wanted. If I wanted a Batman film, I watched a Batman film. I don't know what I wanted from this, but it just must have known, because it gave me everything I wanted without even knowing what I even wanted. This was brilliant and I loved it. It felt like the Lego movie felt, but you know, obviously we've got all these characters that we know and love, and it was fantastic because it's not only just stuck to the Batman DC universe, we've got other characters in here that are brilliant, and I don't want to ruin anything, but it's just brilliant. And there's weird songs in this. I was like, what is this song? It's crazy. This is one that goes, I think it's like I'm Batman, might be what the song's called, probably. It's near the beginning. It's brilliant. I absolutely loved the Batman and Batman and the Joker's relationship in this. It was fantastic. I loved the Joker. The Joker in this was fantastic. Absolutely loved him. Definitely prefer the Joker in this than in Suicide Squad. This was just, it was great. It was everything I wanted. I definitely will be watching this a bunch of times. It was funny, it was crazy, it was silly, it was kooky. And if you expect that, you'll get that. And if you don't mind that, you'll love this. If you don't like silly crazy, then this might not be for you. If you enjoy the first Lego movie though, you'll like this one. I feel like even if you didn't like Batman and DC, but you enjoyed the first Lego movie, you'd still get a great time out of this. I loved it. I just really did. I gave it 5 stars. I can't wait to watch it again. As I said, I think what I'm going to be trying to do from now on is each month pick one film from, say this is a June release, that I will rewatch in that month. So I watch it twice in June. This is definitely going to be the June one. I used to rewatch films all the time and I have not been doing it lately, and it's really disappointing. I think I've only rewatched a handful that I've picked up this year, but I used to rewatch things a bunch, but this is definitely one that I'll be rewatching and I really enjoy it. I feel like I still prefer the Lego movie to this, but I don't know, it's very close. It was very funny. I laughed a bunch. Me and Josh watched this together, and I think he wasn't sure. He hasn't really properly watched the Lego movie. He's seen bits and bobs when I was rewatching it, and he didn't really have much interest in it. So he wasn't sure about this, but he was laughing and had fun with it. I always thought that's a good thing to go off it, because I might find things funny, because I quite like, you know, I like kids films, family films, but sometimes he doesn't enjoy it. But if he's laughing and having a good time, I think, yeah, this is going to be received wider. Does that make sense? Like, by more people. Anyway, I loved it. It was brilliant. Robin was so cute. I just could go on about it. It's just, the Joker though was incredible, and other characters that weren't from the DC universe just made me smile, and I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, so I had an absolute blast watching this film. And like I said, the songs were great. It was great. Can't wait for the Lego Batman movie 2 or the Lego movie 2 or any more Lego movies. I know they're coming out with Lego movie, no, just the Lego Ninjago movie. I don't know, that's going to be an interesting one. I hope that I love that one as much as the other two. Now, we finally have John Wick 2. This was an interesting one. I only watched John Wick for the first time this year, and I thought that I would enjoy it, but I didn't know how much I would enjoy it. And I absolutely loved the first John Wick. I thought it was fantastic. I gave it 4.5 stars because I thought the beginning was a little bit sad, but it kind of made up for itself. If you've seen the film, you'll know. This one I was looking forward to because, like I say, I really enjoyed the first one, but I was a little bit apprehensive because, for example, I'd enjoyed the first Jack Reacher film, and I absolutely did not like the second one at all. However, the first John Wick is definitely better than the Jack Reacher. So, you know, but still, I was a little bit apprehensive, but it definitely had the same vibes and the same tones running throughout this film as the first one did. And that was something that I absolutely loved and appreciated that this film did. It had those, like I say, those tones and vibes that I got from the first one, this one had as well. The plot itself in this one I don't think was as strong as the first one, so I didn't enjoy it as much in terms of plot. I thought the end was very interesting. I can't wait to see John Wick 3, which comes out in 2019. It's kind of set up well for John Wick 3, so I think I'll really enjoy the third one, hopefully. I think some of the action scenes in this were brilliant. I really, really love them. There's quite a few that really stand out to me after having now, it's been quite a few days since I've seen it. There's like 3 that I thought were really good. There's one where he's in the, I don't know what you call it, the concert in the big kind of hall thing, and the second one with the pencil, and the third one with all the mirrors. I thought they were really cool. I mean, there's others. I think there's a cool on the tube situation. Anyway, also something I loved about this film was the locations. I thought the locations were fantastic. There's one scene which was probably maybe my favourite scene, possibly, that was filmed at the Lincoln Center. And the Lincoln Center, well, the fountain at the Lincoln Center and just that area is probably my absolute favourite place in the whole world that I've seen. And I love it there. I love the Lincoln Center fountain. Every time I see it in a film, I'm like, the Lincoln Center fountain, I absolutely love it. And then in this, there was this whole cool action scene at the Lincoln Center fountain. I absolutely loved that. There's a really cool scene in Central Park, and it was just beautiful. A lot of great New York settings, but they also had some really fantastic Rome shots and cinematography of Rome, and good scenes that were in Rome as well. I just thought location-wise, this was really awesome. I loved, just kind of, it felt, I don't know, there was something about it, whereas usually, you know, you watch a film and it's set somewhere, and you know, it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's cool, it's set there, but this one really felt like it took into its surroundings well. I don't know if that makes sense, but I felt like it really did, so I really appreciated and enjoyed that about it. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it. I liked the action. I liked the kind of how the, I don't know, I didn't really quite get it, how the homeless network was into it, but I don't know if they were homeless. I don't know, I'd have to watch it again and really think about it. But again, if you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah, some other characters came into it, really liked those. I really like his dog. So yeah, it was a good movie. I gave 4 stars, really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to John Wick 3. Also, what I will say is John Wick and John Wick 2 have definitely opened my eyes up to more Keanu Reeves films, because prior to John Wick, I thought I didn't like Keanu Reeves. And obviously now, he's pretty awesome, so I will definitely be looking out for more of his films. I'm kind of just giving a second look over ones that I might have looked over. Anyway, so those are the 4 films that I watched this week. All pretty good films. I mean, we've got 3 4 stars, 1 5 star. It's a bit of a shame none of these upped to maybe a 4.5. I think the one I love most out of these is Split. I thought this could have been a 5-star movie had it have been a little bit different at the end. I really, really did enjoy it. And then of course, Lego Batman's a 5 stars, that was great. But yeah, so make sure to tune in next week, where hopefully I will have got quite a few watched as well. Thumbs up if you enjoy Friday reviews. Let me know down in the comments below if you have seen any of these 4. What did you think of them? You know, let me know your thoughts. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!